This year I dressed up as Lilu from The Fifth Element, who's one of the most badass chicks on the planet, so watch me transform into her. I'm starting off with Tarte's Amazonian Clay Foundation and just kind of blending that out all over my face. And then I'm using Bobbi Brown's Creamy Concealer and then popping that right underneath my under eye circles. To hold everything in place, I'm using Rimmel's Stay Matte Powder and just using that on my cheeks and on my T-zone to make sure it is matte. Now to work on those eyebrows, I'm using Anastasia's Brow Wiz in Medium Ash. I just did my brows the way I normally do them because that's the only way I know how to do my brows, which is pretty sad. And this is the way they look after they're finished. I'm going to take Anastasia's Brow Gel in Caramel to lighten up the color and make sure that all the hairs stay in place. We're ready to move on to eyeshadows, so I'm going to use this primer from Lorac, and then I'm going to put on this Spring Plum color by Shiseido, and I'm just going to pop that onto both of my lids. After that is finished, I'm going to get this red eyeshadow, and I have no idea where this palette came from. I'm pretty sure it was a hand-me-down. And I'm going to mix this red eyeshadow with this color, Garnet, from the Lorac Pro palette that Claire gave me a long time ago. Not a long time ago, like a few months ago. So thanks, Claire. I'm going to mix these two colors, and I'm just going to blend. But don't be too crazy about blending because we're going to get this taupe color, and we're going to help blur out the edges even better. Once you've done your best, you're going to take Espresso, which is a dark brown color, and then using a smudge brush, I'm just going to add it onto the rims of my eyelids, and that's just going to intensify the look. After, we're going to take this light bronze color, which is more of a champagne-y, goldish color. I'm going to put that into the inner tear ducts of my eyeballs, or eyelids, and then I'm going to take this gold color and I'm going to pop that into the inner thirds of my eyelids. And this is just going to create more dimension and make the eyeshadow look a lot more blended and nice. And whatever that's remaining, just put that onto your brow bone. So after taking a second look, I thought I would just intensify the look even more, so we're going to go back to the dark brown, and I'm just going to really pack that on to the outer thirds of my eyelids. Next up, I'm using an eyeliner from Tarte, and I'm just going to use that on the bottom lids, and this is just going to smoke it all out. Then using a smudge brush, get some of that garnet color that we used previously and use it to just kind of blur out the black and create a winged out cat eye effect. Next, getting a fluffy brush, just kind of blend it in all together. Try your best on blending, but if it's not perfect, it's okay, no one's gonna notice. Then we're gonna get Makeup Forever's liquid eyeliner and just create a really small cat eye. Next up, we're gonna curl our lashes and we're gonna apply mascara. I'm using Benefit's They're Real mascara, and I'm not committed to this one whatsoever. I'm just waiting for the tube to run out, but I'm sure if you have nice lashes, unlike me, this mascara would be pretty awesome on you. But for my thin, short lashes, it's not a miracle worker. So anyway, we're gonna apply it to the top and bottom very lightly because we're going to have fake eyelashes today. Woo! It's not very often that I wear falsies because they're such a pain to put on, and I don't know, I don't want to look too done up every single day. So falsies are more reserved on, special occasions, and Halloween is a damn good excuse to wear them. And now I have one lash on and I'm gonna work on the next. So the eyes are finished, and now I'm going to use a bronzer. This one's from NYC. And I'm just going to apply that to my cheekbones and a little bit on my forehead because that's what YouTube tutorials tell me to do so. Then I'm going to use my favorite blush, which is Coralista. I'm going to apply that onto the apples of my cheeks and a little bit on my nose because I don't know why, I just like the way it looks. Then I'm using a cream highlighter. This one's What's Up by Benefit. And I'm going to apply it on the highest part of my cheekbones and right down the center of my nose to give the illusion that it's taller. And then I'm going to blend that in with my fingers. Now it is time for lipstick. I'm using a beige color from Etude House, and I'm going to finish it off with a lip gloss from Tarte. I don't know the name because there is no name on the bottle, so I don't know what shade it is. Now the best part, it's the wig time. I'm going to put my hair in a ponytail and then I'm going to flip it over and I'm going to squeeze into this flush wig cap, and I'm just going to tuck in all my baby hairs until they're out of sight, out of mind. And now I'm going to throw on this wig. I ordered this on eBay and in the description it said it was red orange, but it came in as this color. Whatever, it's fine, and I think it works with my costume still. It's not perfect, but I think people get the picture. I fell in love with The Fifth Element this year. It was my first time watching it, and I knew that I wanted to be her because she is one badass chick. It's Jen. Welcome to my October favorites. I'm going to just start things off with soap because I just want to get that out of the way. I have not been really satisfied with the body wash that I've been currently using because I don't get that really squeaky clean feeling out of it. So I thought I would just go get some bar soap because Whole Foods was having a sale. It was 2 for $8. I basically got 2 scents. One is in lavender and the other is shea butter. And currently I've been using up the lavender. And what I like to do is I just get my loofah and the bar of soap, connect it together, and just start rubbing until it makes a really nice lather. And I'm really surprised because the soap foams really well. If I want to shave that day, I'll use my crappy body wash and I'll just use that as a shaving cream. And I really like the soap because it doesn't leave my skin feeling dry and tight, you know what I mean? So it's an A in my book. If you've seen any of my makeup tutorials or my get ready with me videos, you know that when it comes to my lashes, I always have some self-deprecating comment to say about them. So it was like no surprise when I just kind of gave up on having my lashes look va-va-voom until my friend Stephanie recommended the Lancome Eyelash Primer. And it's one of those products that you just apply on your eyelashes before mascara. So it comes in a white tube and it has like this white product on it, I don't know, paste, and you just basically coat your lashes. I kind of go overboard. I put maybe 3 or 4 coats of this on my tops and bottoms. It's to the point where it looks like I've just come out of a snowstorm, and it dries a little bit translucent, and then you can apply your regular mascara. I either use Benefit's Their Real Mascara or I'll use Maybelline's The Falsies Waterproof. My lashes come out a little bit spidery, but I really like that look because, as I've said before, spider lashes are better than no lashes. My next pick is a music favorite. It is Anu's album, World Music. He's a producer based in LA and he's definitely on some next level stuff. His album is only 20 minutes long, but it's a complete masterpiece. He basically samples a lot of noise like running water or a clock ticking or something that sounds really intergalactic, and he fuses it with soul and jazz and hip hop, and it just sounds so dope, and I really think you should check him out. His entire album is on Spotify, so go listen to it because it's free. Next up, I've got Essie's Vested Interest. And when I first saw this, I was convinced that this was a dusty olive color. And after wearing it for this month, I came to a realization that this is not really dusty olive. It's actually a dusty bluish teal, which tripped me the freak out. I don't know why. I know it's not like a profound discovery, but It's just weird when you're so sure about something and it just turns its back on you. It's really strange. I mean, right now it looks olive, but when I'm out in the sun, it looks like it's dusty teal or something. Anyway, I think it's a fabulous polish to wear during the fall, whether it's teal or olive, whatever. I think it's cute. My next favorite is a book. It's East of Eden by John Steinbeck. And I feel like I'm on Reading Rainbow right now. I've been meaning to read this book because it's Sarah and Stephanie's favorite book of all time. So I had to read it, you know? And East of Eden is a complete classic. In a really rough nutshell, it's about two generations of the Trask and Hamilton family and how they interact with each other and how they grow as people. And Steinbeck really delves into really powerful themes like choice, good, evil, and rivalry. And it sounds really dry and not as exciting the way I'm explaining right now, but trust me, it's really good. I would say it's one of the most insightful books I've read, and it's kind of raunchy, and it's an easy read. My next favorite is a movie in theaters. It's called Gravity, and it stars Sandra Bullock and George Clooney, and I thought it was one of the greatest movies I've seen this year. It's basically a story about survival and human resilience. Sandra Bullock and George Clooney are in space, and the most terrifying shit happens to them. Everything that can go wrong in space happens to them. There's this one scene where Sandra Bullock is just hurtling through space, just going further and further away from Earth, and there's nothing she can do about it. Because in space, once you pick up momentum, you stay at that constant speed forever, or until you run into something, or until you have the power to kind of pull yourself out of that force. Like if you had a jetpack, that could help. I would recommend seeing it in IMAX, not in 3D, because if your 3D glasses have scratches all over it, it's just gonna ruin the entire experience because the visuals are breathtaking and mesmerizing. Definitely recommended. Go see it. So those are all my October favorites. If any of my favorites are your favorites too, feel free to write a comment down below, or just write a comment down below about anything. You can tell me what's on another tab on your screen. I'd love to read about it. If you have an Instagram or a Twitter, my username is I'mJenM, and I guess I'll see you in my next video. Bye!